Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Rawrquaza. Welcome back to another episode of It's Wet Around Here. Probably, who knows, dude? Bruh. The sequel. Look, that one, I didn't really plan it. The problem was, I didn't think about it before I started. So, here we are. We're doing it. We're rolling the dice. Oh, shit. It rolled all over. Dude, off the table doesn't count. Okay, that is a reroll. And that is the same number that we just got. That's the same... What the hell? I need a new die, dude. I actually need a new die. How can you possibly roll 3 2s in a row? It's not possible. You can't do that. I need to go to a freaking Vegas. So, how's life? I just logged into Monster Hunter World. Man, that game has a great, like, menuing atmosphere. The sounds on the main menu and the little dot. Monster Hunter Worlds is what I'm talking about. That's a great game, honestly. I can't wait till Iceborne happens. I logged in. I haven't logged in a long time. I logged in because there's an attack jewel decoration for free that you just get in as a login bonus, which is, if you play Monster Hunter, a very, you'll know it's a very, very rare thing, and so that's cool. But for some reason, the game did have a resolution of like 1600 by 800 or something, I don't know. And then it made Risk of Rain, because I had Risk of Rain open at the same time I was about to record this video that we're recording right now. And it set the resolution of this game, and I had to change it. That's the whole story. Anyway, we're playing Risk of Rain now. How are you doing? Monster Hunter. So, speaking of other games, Neoverse, the video, it's just, so it probably came out yesterday. I did a Quaza Contemplates on it. Yesterday, according to you. According to me, it's uploading at the current moment. But, Neoverse, that is that card game. And it's basically like Slay the ripoff, knockoff, Slay the Spire. But they've, and it's got waifus, and it doesn't have nearly as good of, like, art or characters, but it has its own sort of vaguely consistent art style. It's not at all thematically consistent, but its art style is consistent, at least. And then, it has, the story is anyone's fucking guess, and it's got big English, but the gameplay is very fun. And the gameplay iterates on what Slay the Spire has to offer in a way that is appealing and, dare I say, addictive. It's an interesting game, and I like it. Despite myself. I don't like I'm not a huge fan of, like, waifu shit. That's not my jam. My favorite animes... Oh, God. Anime. Just you wait, brother. We have animes to discuss. But, if we're talking about this, I'm not a huge fan of the, big titty anime characters, because I'm a married man. It's not that I don't appreciate the female form, it's just that, like, it's gratuitous, I don't want to see, the idealized male fantasy whenever I play a video game. Oh wait, I'm playing Huntress. No, I wanna, I don't really care. I don't want skimpy armor and scantily clad women. That's not really my jam. I prefer not that. I prefer my games to not look like a bad porno. Or a good porno, probably. But for that, I'm not gonna go that far. But it is literally, I'm reading Playboy for the articles. I'm playing Neoverse for the gameplay, which is, you know, it's like, it's not actually a pornographic game, and honestly, it's not even that skimpy. It's just that it's very, like Japanese, right? It's got, you know, big-eyed main character women, and they're all in skimpy armor or tight, you know, freaking plastic bodysuits, rubber bodysuits, Zero Suit Samus style. GSS. It's just not much. That's all. And then the art style also on top of that just makes no goddamn sense. It's like the plot is supposed to be, oh, it's a I don't know, because the English is really bad, but I'm reading between the lines. Is that you're teleporting through different cultures in different universes and fighting them. But honestly, it's barely coherent, barely legible. And then so you're like fighting, you know, oh, right now here you're fighting an orc. Oh, now you're fighting techno centipede, and now you're fighting, you know, freaking skeletons, and now you're fighting a demon. This is a succubus. This is an elephant. It's very, there's no coherent plot, really. It's mostly just, I don't know. But the gameplay, it's kind of absurd. It's like this weird, surreal mishmash of different things. And I don't know if a lot of it is good, but the gameplay is fun. There's interesting, I keep saying it iterates on the Slay the Spire formula, because it does. It has like interesting ideas with some decks, but it feels like you could potentially have just made it a Slay the Spire mod. But the production value, the part that blows my mind is that the production value of Neoverse is so high, despite, like, the animations are, like, not bad, and the models are, you know, not bad. Assuming that this game didn't rip its models from some other, like, I'm hoping that that's not the case, because I would only be half surprised, because they're pretty good models. Clearly, the developers either stole them from somewhere else, which I doubt. I don't think I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt on that one. Or they, I don't know. Or they're just very dedicated to their game, which is good. It is sorta silly, is all. It's a very interesting game. And I don't know if I encourage people to play it, but I think I do. I'm enjoying it. The gameplay feeling, trying to, you know, wrap my brain around all of the mechanics that are extremely different. Like, there's no relics. You have instead a perk system. And you get perks by skillfully completing battles. There's ways that you can, if you kill an enemy so that it has you've dealt exactly the amount of damage to make it at 0 HP, you know, no more, you're not doing any overkill damage, then you get a stat point. And that can happen in every combat for each enemy. And then you use those to buy what are essentially the replacement for relics, but it's like a skill tree, and you know, you use those skill points in order to unlock them. And so instead of getting relics just randomly as rewards or out of chests, instead you get a choice. And it's interesting, that's the kind of the choice between, and the skill tree is randomized every playthrough. There's like there's a huge list of perks, and then there's like certain perks that can't be unlocked until you've unlocked the other perks in a horizontal or vertical line. So there's like legendary perks on the bottom row and the rightmost column. I don't know. If you're interested, if this sounds interesting at all, just go watch the video. It's, I also streamed a little bit if you want to watch on Twitch, but it's just an interesting, and trying to wrap my brain around this kind of stuff and all of the, there are some archetypes, like one of the characters is actually almost just exactly the Silent. Like they have their trees are, their builds, their main archetypes are Radiation, which is basically more or less the same as Poison, with there's some important distinctions, but it's basically Poison. And then there's Shooting, which is, you know, based low-cost attacks that scale with each other in certain interesting ways, and that's basically shivs, more or less. And then, you know, there's everything in the game is differently named. You got like Strength is focus, and Dexterity is like another word. So it's, you know, it's like, it's a little bit like certain aspects of the game are very much like, oh, it's Slay the Spire, but hey, can I copy your homework? Yeah, but make sure you change a few things so that the teacher doesn't, you know, realize. But then other aspects of it are like very systemically different, and it's like, it feels like the developers are actually making, like they've made a coherent, distinctive, it's different enough to be very, like you have to think about things in a whole new light because of the way that things are presented, and that's the part of it that I'm enjoying, is this kind of, it's like a fresh experience with Slay the Spire, which is something, you know, with Slay the Spire you get, you know, to a certain point, and then you're like, okay, I've beaten Act 20 or Ascension 20 on every character, and I know this game inside and out, and I know which cards to take and which cards not to take. It's neat to have something fresh, where you have to start over from the beginning, relearn like a bunch of mechanics, and I don't know if the game does a good job of the art cohesiveness, or the story at all. There's no story that makes any goddamn sense. But from a purely learning the mechanics of the game standpoint, it's very interesting and worth my money, at least, because they gave me the key for free. So, and you know, I don't know. Your mileage may vary. Worst case scenario, you try it out. If you're interested in it, you try it out, and then you, if you don't like it, you return it before you play 2 hours on Steam. I've actually never done that, returning games on Steam. Are you only able to ever, like, return 3 games on your Steam account in your lifetime? Is that a thing? I don't know. But I don't know if I would have returned games if that wasn't a thing, but I was under the impression that that was a thing. And, I don't know. I really like Risk of Rain, too. I wonder how I would feel. I don't think I would feel good about a knockoff, like, off-brand, store brand, Risk of Rain. This game has extreme amounts of charm. Same thing with Slay the Spire. It's like, Slay the Spire, I wouldn't recommend to a person, go play Neoverse. I would be like, go play Slay the Spire, and then once they've played Slay the Spire, if they're like, hey, do you have any more games that are exactly like Slay the Spire but different? Well, hey, go check out Neoverse. But Risk of Rain, I don't know, man. I think the charm is kind of important to the... I guess it depends. It feels a little bit blasphemous to be like, oh yeah, I would play a different Risk of Rain. But I think I like this genre. I don't know if this genre has really been tapped that much. It's kind of a... It's like a PvE MOBA-style roguelike that is in 3 dimensions. And you know, maybe when I describe it like that, maybe I have played other games like this. Maybe not 3D ones. Certainly not 3D as much. Like 3D are the rarity. But maybe that's kind of the part of the charm. I don't know. Risk of Rain 1 did fine, and it was in 2D. There's a... I mean, there's other things. I haven't played, like, Hand of Fate, and I guess that has, like, combat sections. But it isn't focused on that. It's more about the choices that you make in between the combat. And then combat is, like, if, you know, it's a skill test. Whereas this game, it's just constant skill test, as well as, you know, managing time as a resource, and, you know, choosing between different items, and positioning constantly. So, I think what this game does is... What Risk of Rain does is it's a very nice thing. It's a thing that I appreciate. I dig it. Yeah, how's this run going? Well, I mean, we got pluses and we got minuses. Plus, we have 3 guillotines. Minus... We have 2 fireworks, 2 medkits, 2 PSGs, 1 key, 1 monster tooth, and 1 sticky bomb. Those items that I just listed are like kinda whatever. Plus, we have an ATG Mark II. Minus, we have Chrono Bottle. Plus, we have a lot of tier 1s, which can maybe be smelted at some point. Minus, we don't have a lot of tier 2s. I want this crit. I want the crit more than the guillotine? Yes. Yes, I do. Oh, I want this crit. Plus, we have max crit. Minus, I'm losing some of my guillotines. Plus... I probably won't lose all my guillotines. Minus, I just lost my tri-tip dagger. Plus, max crit is double damage, and it's great. Minus, I just lost my gasoline. Plus, if I lose much more, I might as well go all in on and get rid of my garbage. Minus my sticky bomb is also like sort of valuable. I'm gonna go to 10. I'm gonna go until it... I want it to take everything but... Yeah, that. Okay, well, now I'm going all the way in. We are going... Okay, Quaza, glasses only stack up to 9, or 10, or to 9 if you have both of the crit tier 2s. Yes, viewer. Yes, I know this. I'm over-capping on crit so that I can later print away to my heart's content on something else and not compromise my critical strike chance, because the relative value of those tier 1s, except for the guillotines, were not ideal to have printed. But, that's okay. You know, you win some, you lose some. There'll be more guillotines, hopefully. Crit is very good. That's a plus. Minus, we don't have any healing. Plus, we're just gonna keep doing this, by the way. Plus, we have Gesture of the Drowned. Minus, we have Milky Chrysalis. Plus, we have Milky Chrysalis. Minus, we don't have other mobility, really. Plus, we're Huntress, so we don't really need other mobility as much. Minus, I'm spending a lot of time. It's 17, okay, look. Look, mister! That doesn't make any freaking sense. Oh, plus, we just got Hopo Feather, thereby rendering previous minuses even more moot. Minus, we just... Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I would love to trade my active item. There we go. I do need to hit this teleporter though. Get this chest, and then there was a chest up here. Oh my god, all these garbage tier 1s. Crowbar is very good. Thank you. I'll take it. Okay, I need to not die. That's the big trick here. That's bad. That's really bad. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh my god. Don't do it. I panicked. And now I'm dead. Do I have any healing? What do I have? It's a monster tooth. I should have died there. I don't like this. Warhorn is very good. Okay, we're just gonna be right here. This is where we live now. Oh my god, my actual human heart. Woo. Boy, oh boy. Okay, so what's our problems? We don't have any healing. That's a big one. So mistakes are, if they're made, they are very bad. We do have some good mobility thingies. But we're not, we still need to play very cautiously because I don't have the most incredible mobility. I'm sort of floaty, especially, is a big problem with Milky Chrysalis. So if I dash into the wrong spot, or I double jump at the wrong time, you know, that kind of stuff can hurt me. What is that? That's an item. Okay, there's one there and there's one there. But we're doing well. Like, we have good items. That one's good, too. Oh, there we go. That's very good. Now, as Huntress, we don't have a lot of health, so... Topaz Brooch. He's gonna help. Having more of them would make them more consistent, but I'm not gonna... You know, in order to get more, you have to get the first one. The Klabong would be a very useful horizontal movement speed increase. We have lots of vertical. How do I feel about this? I don't feel good about this. We only want to lose one of our tier 2s. And we do want more max HP, but not that bad, I don't think. I think individually we want... Warhorn is good. Wisp is very good. And then Bandolier is decent. Hopo Feather is very good. So we're just gonna chill with what we got. Proto Bobble's useless. That's okay though. And this is really, you know, where this run decides whether it's gonna be a big boy or a annoying, long, boring boy that dies easily. This is where the quality and quantity, to a lesser extent, of items here determines the future of this run, because we've spent a lot of time getting to this stage. So if it doesn't pay off, because we're going to spend more time here also farming up money. If the time that we've spent doesn't pay off in some way, then we're losing resource. That's how I sees it. Oh yeah, okay, anime. Let's talk about anime. So, Akame ga Kill. I watched about the first 16 episodes, and my opinion didn't change throughout any of them. My opinion was that, from the beginning, I didn't like the characters. I thought they were pretty vapid and pointless. Their relationship between any of the characters felt very forced, and the emotions of the characters didn't feel relatable. I feel like they didn't spend enough time, especially there were a lot of anime tropes that I don't like. One of them was, oh, we just killed a big evil dude. Now we have to spend the last 10 seconds prepping of the episode, prepping for the next big bad guy, because he's even bigger and even badder. And then they build him up, and then he dies, and that's pretty much it. And then, I thought there was going to be some cool stuff with, I don't know what I thought, but it just didn't, it kept not getting better. And then I was like, okay, well, might as well skip ahead to the end, see what happens. Oh, freaking people die and whatever. Without spoilers, I thought that the last, 2 or 3 episodes were bad. I didn't feel like anything that happened was impactful to me, emotionally speaking, and it didn't feel interesting to watch, really. There was some anime fight scenes, and that's about it. Not that I'm saying necessarily the anime fight scenes are bad, but it was very, just kind of bland. I wanted a little bit more from my anime, and I didn't get it. I don't remember who it was that recommended that to me, but shame on you! No, I'm just kidding. So we're moving on. What's next? You know what? I'll get back to you on that one. I have a list. The list says Charlotte, but people were like, Charlotte isn't that good. There's Yu Yu Hakusho, so probably that. But I am finishing, I slowly, a little bit at a time, am going through the VODs of SGDQ, Summer Games Done Quick, the speedrunning marathon, biannual speedrunning marathon. Do we want this crit? I mean, I have to, right? Because we have full crit, so that seems like a silly thing to not grab. I do actually want the other one more. I would rather have... But it's our only healing. I was saying myself. It's not the choice that I want, that Gotham wants. It's the choice that Gotham probably should take, because... Don't be an idiot. Harvester's Scythe is great. Happiest Mask is... it's not always a detriment. And that's cool. I like Happiest Mask thematically. I think the best praise that I can give Happiest Mask is that it's neat, step 1, and then step 2 is it can potentially give your enemies something else to target, which is valuable. I don't know if the damage is, you know, interesting at all most of the time. Now, the damage of Prion, on the other hand, is something else entirely. Now that I don't have flying ability, I need to be a little bit more cautious. The movement has changed. We got a big boy. Ooh, and now we have a lot of damage. Full crit behemoth. We are very damaged. This has been what they call a successful 4th stage. Back there when I was talking about useful, getting a useful tier 3, making it worthwhile to have spent all the time that we have on this stage and leading up to it. This is one of those items. I think Prion is good here, but nope, you're not better. Might as well shoot this, like, I don't know, somewhere else. Godspeed, Prion. May you hit something and be useful. Or you might... And it's gone. Okay. Let's go through the tunnel. We spent all this time, we have all this money, let's do it. But, I don't know. I'm feeling, like, way better about this run now. I just need to not die, is the big... Oh my god! Oh my god! What the hell? This is disgusting! Remove this from my sight this instant! Absolutely atrocious. Holy crap, dude. What the heck? My man? I don't really want it to take my other stuff, but if it does, that's fine. We'll go until we get down to... You know what? We'll go up to 15. Or until I get to 9 glasses. Those are my 2 breakaways. My boss damage, which is, you know, sort of whatever. Dude, that was pretty good. It didn't take my brooch or my attack speed, which is convenient. Holy crap, though. Actually, holy crap. What a great run. What a very strong set of occurrences that have led to just a very powerful run. Oh, that's a bad one. Ow, don't hit me. What is this? PSG. Okay, let's hit the teleporter. I don't know if I checked the top of the second, like the very top part, top disc. What are you doing in the corner? Oh, that's terrifying. I might die, actually. Like, they don't actually have that much health, but they are still incredibly dangerous. They're dead. We've lived. Like, they really didn't have... Oh, my sweet lord. Thank you. What is this run? Incredibly based. if I had had the foresight to save my Prion for them, it would have been a little bit safer. But honestly, no problem. We're very damaged, and this build is it's going to scale very well. I mean, we still are squishy is the other thing, but like, look at that. That fire elite is actually less tanky than regular elites now. It's great. Now let's hit this one more time. All right, let's not hit it any more times. What a great run, dude. And we're not even, it's like early. This is speed. We need to take advantage of our, like if you were like, okay, hey, I want to play this run forever. What you want to do is you want to go fast and take advantage of your damage in order to pivot that into as many stage completions as you can. Quickly gathering items as you go. I might die though. That's still a possibility. I need to not play. Like we are very glass cannony. Ooh, give me these. Yes, friend. But okay. We've talked about everything that I wanted to talk about except for Borderlands. I'm very excited for Borderlands. It's coming soon. Couple more amounts of time. You know what? Let's hit it. Hit it. 3, 2, 1. Blazing Stone Titan. I've done it. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't even touch me with any part of your attacks at all. Thank you. Hell yeah, brother. More missiles. Let's damage. What a fantastic run. Hello, Miss V. My sweet little kitty. What are you doing? What are you staring at me for with those giant brilliant eyes? I don't like this. Did it die? So many equipment items and so good few the ones I want. Did I mention that I saw the Lion King? That's another thing. I saw the Lion King in theaters, which was, it was good. It was the Lion King. Almost essentially the same thing if you're a fan of the first Lion King and you enjoy the Lion King and you want to see live action Lion King, and by live action I mean CG, very hyper-realistic animal Lion King, then go for it. It's very good. They did a very good job with the music, and animation is incredible. I'm sure in, 20 years we'll be like, oh, Lion King, remember how bad that animation was? Now we have perfectly, absolutely photoreal animation that's entirely flawless and completely perfectly mimics exact real nature. We don't even watch that stuff anymore though, because everything's fake. Everyone's deep faked. Even the freaking lions. They're deep faking the freaking lions. We have AI to set up our deep fakes of whatever we want to watch these days. How good is that gonna be? We're all, you know, inside of individual pods because Earth is no longer habitable, so we've retreated to space. Individual space pods. Cortana, take me to the Caribbean. Okay, Quaza. Then, but really, you're just stuck in like a Matrix bubble, and you know you are. We learned from the Matrix, but you know, dude, that'd be kind of sweet. Having all of your needs taken care of, and you just sit in like a Matrix bubble. You know, they might farm your heat, yeah. But free internet. Dude, all the time. It's like Second Life, but it would be First Life, because your other life is you're generating heat. And then that's what you get paid for. It's that, and then also part of your brain is used to mine cryptocurrency or something. It's not cryptocurrency. Yeah, that's probably it, honestly. Yeah, it probably is mining cryptocurrency. Part of your brain's processing power is actually used to generate hash, to solve hashes or something. That's what it is, right? Solve hashes? I don't know how Bitcoin works. When you're born, you are assigned a pod in space. And it's rented to you. You don't own the pod. You don't even own... Yeah, you might own your body, I don't know. Depends on if Trump wins the 2020 election or not. We might lose our body rights. What a bleak future. Actually, though. Man. And that's if we figure out the pod technology before we just fucking die as a species. That's not missiles. Miss me with that. Can you imagine the microtransactions, though? Cosmetics, dude! You know, we pay for cosmetics every day? Well, when we're clothes shopping, at least. Or when we're, you know, beauty care shopping. It's all cosmetics. What's the difference between cosmetics in real life and cosmetics in a virtual space? None, so they should be governed. I don't know. I don't know if that's even that. Why don't they gamble microtransactions in real life off in loot boxes? Just loot boxes full of, like, mascara and sell that to teenage girls. Make insane... Did you get the hyper rare freaking rose gold lip gloss? Flaked with flecks of, you know, cocaine? Wow. That's $300,000. You're using it? You're not selling that shit? Handcrafted by Gucci himself. I don't know, is Gucci a dude? Okay, well, you know, sometimes you just fucking die, and your last words are, is Gucci a dude? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. You can check out my other videos, including that Neoverse one, on right here on my YouTube channel. You know how to do that. You can also hit the ding bell, and the ding bell will tell you when a video comes out, I think. I think that's how that works. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Come visit me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Rawrquaza. All the links can be found in the description. Take it easy. Bye-bye. Woo!